Yes, sir. Here you go. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. As Dwight said, my name is Eyyup Esen. I'm a PhD candidate in higher education and also volunteering for the Dialog Institute of the Southwest. And these wires. Let me just first tell you this event. Maybe some of you, if you are in our mailing list, you might receive an email about this event. April 29th, we are having our annual Dialogue and Friendship Dinner, where we will have a calligraphy art show by a worldly famous calligraphist from Turkey, and also whirling dervish dance, and also poetry by the Kansas Poet Laureate. That is on April 29th. 6 p.m. Ballroom, Kansas Union. So as long as you are SVP, anyone is welcome to attend. So I will explain who we are, Dialog Institute of the Southwest, and what we have done. But I would like to start with a video. I'm sure almost everybody knows here, Hillary Clinton. She recognized our events. And she has attended some of our events in the DC area, and she sent a video message to one of the dinners. I would like to play this.
Hello to all of my friends at the Turkish Cultural Center. I am so sorry not to be with you again tonight in person, but Senate business keeps me in Washington. I know from the last two annual friendship dinners what a special evening this will be, and you are particularly fortunate to have President Yu speaking to you tonight. The bonds of friendship between our two nations are so strong and so very important. I see it every day on the world stage and here at home, where the Turkish-American community contributes so much to New York and America. The Turkish Cultural Center in New York, thanks to leaders like Gökhan Özkök and Recep Özkan, is a wonderful example. It's a work of progress and light to celebrate Turkish culture and bring people together. Art exhibits, concerts, trips, lectures, and so much more. That's part of what makes New York a richer and more dynamic place for all of us. And I can't think of a more fitting time to gather and honor the Turkish Cultural Center than during Ramadan. Tonight and throughout Ramadan, people all over the world are coming together to pray and to honor family and community, to remember their obligations. I remember fondly hosting the first Ramadan celebration in the history of the White House. I was deeply moved by that celebration of the unity, understanding, and even the shared values that we all have in common. That is the spirit that guides the Turkish Cultural Center, and it is the spirit that makes New York City and our diverse nation all that it is and that it should be. So as you gather to break the fast, I wish you all the best as you continue to contribute to our world. And I hope and pray for stronger relationships between our two great countries. Both the United States and Turkey have so much in common and so much to contribute to a more peaceful and secure world that gives every single child, no matter who that child is or where that child was born, a chance to grow up to achieve his or her God-given potential. Thank you for letting me join you via satellite, and I appreciate everything that you do, and I look forward to seeing you again.
That was a message by her for a fast-breaking dinner. And one of the projects we are doing in Houston, Texas is Interfaith Peace Garden Project. I would like to play that video because it will give you an idea who we are and what our mission is. I prefer, showing the actions rather than just giving abstract thoughts.
Hold the microphone up to the speaker.
Say it again.
Hold the microphone up to your speaker so we can hear it better.
Me or the video?
Yeah, the speaker.
Oh. Also, let me see. the video. This is called Interfaith Peace Garden project that will be built in Houston, Texas. They are still collecting doing fundraisings to build this place, and this will be a place to worship. It will not be just a museum, but there will be assigned, pastor, rabbi, and imam, and people will be able to worship there. And where this idea came from is, in Turkey we have a place that's called Garden of Religions, where we have a synagogue, a mosque, and a church built next to each other in Antalya, which is the Mediterranean part of Turkey, south of Turkey. And also at the time, during the Ottoman Empire, at the time of their collapse, even the time they were about to collapse, they built a nursery home, and by the nursery home, they built a church, a synagogue, and a mosque next to each other. So that was something common in Ottoman Empire. So people, were just able to practice whichever religion they wanna, to practice, just freely, no oppression on that. So, okay, now who we are. Dialog Institute of the Southwest was established in Houston, Texas in 2002 by mainly Turkish Americans. But this idea, I think, came before that. In 1992, in Turkey, there's a scholar who is still alive, the opinion leader of our organization, Dialog Institute, Fethullah Gülen. Fethullah Gülen invited representatives of different faiths, including, Armenian, Russian, Greek Orthodox, patriarchs, different Christian sects representatives, Israeli Jewish rabbi, Buddhist leaders, and anyone, and plus a lot of celebrities, so singers, soccer and basketball players, as well as actually the president of Turkey. So that had a huge impact on people in Turkey, both who live in Turkey and also those who live abroad. Because until that time, no Muslim religious leader had arranged such an event that brought people of different backgrounds together. So people, in a way, started remembering their old days when they were, with Ottoman Empire. So you may heard of the word baklava. Have you heard of the dessert baklava? Yeah. The reason I'm asking, baklava, like Greeks, Armenians, and Turks fight over baklava. Each other, they ask, baklava is Turkish, baklava is Greek, or some of them say baklava is Armenian. And I was thinking about it, and I realized, what a nonsense topic to debate. Because we used to be the citizens of the same country, Ottoman Empire. So maybe it's really Greek, maybe it's Turkish, maybe it's Armenian. But I think people are just trying to find a reason to fight. So, that's, I think the fight started after we, forgot about living together peacefully, our days in Ottoman Empire. Dialog Institute of the Southwest also organizes trips to Turkey. And this year, one of my experience was we went to a city called Kayseri, nearby Cappadocia. And in that city, we didn't know that there is an Armenian church, Orthodox church. And our guide just said, there's an Armenian church, would you like to visit? It was not in our itinerary, but we had time, so he said, yeah, sure. And then he just called a pastor that he knew already, and then said, we want to come, and we arranged a meeting that day, 6 p.m. And so we went there, and there was also a lady from Armenia who just came from Armenia just 1 hour before. So, and it was the second time I had met with an Armenian person, real from Armenia, and you know we tried to speak English and Turkish a little bit. And when we were about to leave, she said, "Oh, why don't you stay for tea or coffee?" So that really was touching for me because that reminded me of our good days, you know, in Ottoman Empire. And that was a great time for re-establishing dialogue, because that's, you know, our culture, like Turkish culture or Ottoman culture. You know, you just, you know, have tea or coffee, and same, you know, Armenian lady did the same offer to me. So it was, you know, our common culture, and same with the Greeks. So that's kind of shows to me the purpose of the Dialog Institute. Because one of our purpose is to arrange events that brings people of different, you know, colors, faiths, any walks of the life. So, but you know, we have to put into practice what we are saying. Otherwise, everybody can speak well, but we need the action. So, in that regard, as Dwight said, we, for example, this semester, actually, spring semester, we have been organizing a group of events called Interfaith Academy. You may attend some of them. It's a project that involves 10 different groups in Lawrence, a lot of different churches, and Dialog Institute of the Southwest, plus Jewish Community Center. And what is nice about these events is, you know, especially Christianity is so diverse, and you know there are a lot of denominations and such. So each event is held at a different church or synagogue. So every church has a chance to express who they are. Say, like last event we had at St. Luke African American Methodist Church. And once we had 2 events actually, had ECM. We had another one in St. Margaret Episcopal, then St. Trinity Lutheran Church, and plus a few others. So, you know, those people could, you know, express their feelings from their own, say, like Lutheran perspective or Methodist perspective. So it's, and also we had, you know, a great number of Jewish speakers and Muslim speakers that, you know, allowed people to get to know each other and understand, you know, one another. So what I like is, you know, the action. You know, just people come together and share a meal, and they realize they have a lot of, actually the common comment is, oh, you know, we didn't know that we have that many, you know, commonalities. So that's, for example, my personal experience. Until 2 years ago, I had not met any Catholic person, and also no evangelical Christian and no Mormons. But, you know, you always, I think, hear about, you know, negative comments on different groups. So, you know, when I met with these Catholic guys, they were just normal. Normal people. And same for, you know, evangelical Christian. And I had tea with the evangelical Christian pastor here in town. And, you know, he was very friendly, and after, you know, I had tea with him, then I did not have any prejudice at all. It was also normal. And same for, you know, Mormons. And, you know, when you actually get in touch with them, you also kind of learn how to address them more respectfully. For example, my friend, my Mormon friend, he didn't like being called Mormon. So Latter Day of Saints, right? LDS. So that's how she wants to be called. And say like they don't drink tea or coffee. And you know, when you invite them, instead of forcing them to drink coffee or tea, just have orange juice extra. You know? So this really gives you, you know, understanding and more, you know, acceptance, compassion towards other groups. And that's, I think, what's my experience about. And we, Dialog Institute, has branches. Actually, we also have a student organization here at KU. Let me show our student organization website and our meeting with, I don't know if you know Chancellor Gray Little, because her last name, this picture doesn't get enlarged. It's Little. Yeah. She, that's we visited Chancellor Gray Little. Let me show you some more events from the. That was an invitation of our 5th annual Dialogue and Friendship Dinner last year. We had a keynote speaker from Turkey, and our host committee includes a lot of KU people, a lot of faith leaders from community, and a lot of city administrators, including mayor, city manager, sheriff, chief of police, city and county commissioners. And actually, let me open our new flyer. I like it better. So, for example, this year's event, just to give you an idea, we have speakers, district attorney, professor, pastor, and associate vice chancellor of KU are speakers, and keynote speaker from Catholic Theological Union from Chicago, Dr. Scott. And plus, as I said, we will have poetry by Karen Mariam Goldberg, calligraphy